the attack kind of later down in the clock, but yeah, it wasn't exactly how it was drawn up, but I mean, you just gotta do what you gotta do sometimes.
Hey Joe, you had the one hand slam and then De Silva, you followed up with the layup. How important was that sequence to build momentum going into those final moments?
It was good. It was good, especially us, being leaders. We had to set the tone, we had to set the example, and we can't let the game get so far apart from us. And we know during crunch time like that, we have to step up. And so it's just a testament to our hard work and being ready for the moment.
And now you're guarding Bamba, their leading guard. What was that kind of game plan going into
Yeah.
managing him?
He's good. He's good. He's good. I mean, we were like kind of going back and forth, a little jarring there, but it was all friendly, competitive. He's a great player. We respect one another, but I mean, it was just fun to go against a guard like that, especially a big guard like that, strong, like looked like a running back. But I mean, it was just fun.
Tristan, what were you seeing tonight, going 11 for 13?
Oh.
I mean, I just, I'm a player that lets the game come to him. So I was just out there, trying to make the right play. And today, I guess that was scoring the ball, getting to the rim, getting to the rack. So I just try to get as many easy shots as I can.
Tristan, pretty excited celebration there at the end, understandable a little bit, but after this little slide the last couple weeks for this team, how much did you guys need this result, need this W today, no matter how it came out?
It was huge. I mean, the past 3 losses, I feel like it could have went out either way. We could have come away with a W too, but we kind of let them slip away. So today, kind of with the work and the energy that we put in these past couple of days in practice, and then today on the court, I feel like we earned it. And it was a great play at the end, Mr. KJ Simpson, to kind of save the day.
KJ, 11 turnovers in the first half, 6 for you guys in the second half. What was kind of different that allowed you guys to get into your offensive sets as well? Because not only you guys shot poorly in the first half.
No, I think just playing at our pace, not letting teams speed us up. I mean, when we just move the ball and just don't care who gets the shot and just play at our pace, our game, then, that's when you see our turnovers are like a low number. And we just have to start doing that from the beginning of the game, But, yeah.
Anything else for the players? All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So how does it feel?
Well, our team, our players really deserve that win. I mean, for all the disappointment and frustrations we've experienced over the last, 3 to 4 weeks, for them to battle and scratch and claw and be rewarded for it is, as a coach, you're happy for them. And I'm happy for our players and believing in themselves. I told them after the game, I really believe that, our 2 practices leading up to this game helped us win this game. Our guys were dialed in. They were focused. They were energetic. They were talking. A lot of credit goes to Jalen Gabadon, having him back in uniform and having his defensive effort tonight and his unselfishness helped us. But our team responded after our lack of focus and lack of energy at times against Washington, especially for the first 35 minutes of that game, to come out and battle and beat a really good Washington State team. This team went into Arizona and won convincingly. They were ahead of UCLA 39 minutes. They've beaten some good teams, and they're going to beat some good teams down the stretch because they are. And we only have them once. Thank God we don't have to go to Pullman and play them this year. But they're kudos to Washington State. They got good players, well coached, and so that's what makes this win satisfying.
It's been a struggle for KJ offensively the last couple weeks. It seems like maybe since the Stanford game. How good is it that he was able to kind of rise to the moment in the second half tonight and deliver offensively?
KJ's still learning. That's the thing we forget. He's a sophomore. He's in a new role. Last year he came off the bench, energy guy, make shots, come in, play, get out, come in, play. Now he's a heavy minute guy. He's a starter. Scouting reports are designed. Washington State's scouting report tonight was designed to not let KJ Simpson get downhill, especially in the ball screens. So he did a really good job, I thought, of getting off the ball, in the ball screens and giving it to our bigs or the fill-up guys. And then he really probed well, I thought, in transition. That's where, their defense is not set in transition, so that's a time where he can get downhill and be aggressive, which we want him to do. And he made some good decisions. He made it. Look, first 3 possessions of the game, we turned it over. And he had a silly turnover there, but he learned from it. Like he's still in the process of growing into a point guard and he's going to be a darn good one before it's all said and done. There's no doubt. But the thing I love about KJ is there's no fear in his heart. Absolutely no fear in that kid's heart. He's not afraid of the moment. He's not afraid of competition. He's not afraid of me. He's not afraid of anybody, and I appreciate him for that and respect him for that. So, and again, nobody deserves it more than he did because he's, I said after the game the other night, I said he's a good player that's not playing well right now, but tonight he played well. And he's not perfect, but he's growing, he's developing, and that's what you want to see from every one of your players.
Lawson Lovering's defense probably doesn't jump out of the box score, but Muhammad D.A., 0 points, 4 turnovers. How big was Lawson?
Huge. I told the team about it. He's averaging over 15 points a game in league play coming in here. Now he's hampered with a little bit of foul trouble, but when he was in there, we needed Lawson in there because he makes it tough on guys, and he's really smart, and he clogs the middle, and people have no idea how he helps our defense, when he's in there. And I know offensively, again, he's still a work in progress, but he's a willing passer, and he's a capable free throw shooter. We all are, but we overcame 17 turnovers. We overcame poor free throw shooting again. At some point, those are going to cost us games. They have already. They will again if we don't get better in those areas. But our competitiveness, our toughness, our resiliency defensively was where it needed to be.
But you talked last time about the three-point game being big on Washington. How did y'all defend that so well tonight?
Well, we talked about it late when they went small. We switched. Our guys did a great job of attention to detail in the scouting report. They had 2 threes in the first half and 2 in the second half. Our goal is 6 or less. They've been averaging 9 a game. Big-time effort by our guys. That's the focus. That's the attention to detail that I'm talking about, is understanding what another team's strengths are and taking that away. And we did that tonight. Our pressure affected them.
DJ Bombo back in the mix. Him and Simpson were kind of on each other all night.
Yeah.
How would you kind of rate their performance, that matchup between each other?
Yeah, they're both really good players. They're both really competitive. TJ Bomba is a hell of a player. He puts a lot of foul pressure on you, and he's physical. He creates contact on his drive, and so you really have to show your hands, run with the ball, which is legal, and try not to foul him. And we put him at the line too much tonight, but it wasn't because we weren't trying. You know, so I got a lot of respect for TJ Bomba, a hell of a player. KJ Simpson's a hell of a player. So yeah, kudos to him.
Yeah, you alluded to this in your opening comment, but just maybe from a confidence standpoint, how badly does this team need this result before you go back out on the road again?
Yeah, you know, it was important. There's no doubt about it. But again, all I want to see is I want to see our toughness. I want to see our competitiveness. I want to see, you know, our willingness to fight, loose balls, rebounding. We said you got to get ready for a UCLA kind of rebounding effort. You know, Jaime Jaquez gave it to us, you know, in LA a week or so ago, and they got two guys, Yakimovsky and Rodman, who pin their ears back, and they crash every single time. So you had to hit them, get a body on them, create space, because if you don't, they'll come get it from you. And they got a few of them, but our guys got a few of them too. So, yeah, it was a great effort from that standpoint.
To add 11 turnovers in the first half, 6 in the second half. I mean, how frustrating was it for you and the coaching staff at halftime, just knowing you're shooting the ball efficiently, upper 50%, but turning the ball over 11 times? What did you guys do differently in the second half that you kind of got away from the turnovers?
Well, I don't know if we did anything differently. We just we talked about it before the game. We talked about it at halftime, and so it's just being strong with the ball and not turnovers is a form of toughness. Rebounding is a form of toughness. Taking charges there's a lot of forms of toughness that, you know, offensively, we don't talk about this a lot. We had to be tough tonight. We had to be tough and we had to be patient. We had some really good possessions in the second half where we were patient. We moved the ball, scored late in the clock, you know, against their zone, against their man. You have to show toughness and patience because Washington State is well coached. They're well drilled, they're well schooled, and they got good players. So that's what Pac-12 basketball is all about. And that's why, you know, fans that come watch this team and, you know, I know it's frustrating at times, but man, what an entertaining game, even though it was kind of ugly from an offensive standpoint. I mean, what a battle. It goes down to the last shot, and KJ, you know, again, that's the no fear factor that KJ Simpson's got.
You mentioned Jalen Gabadon in your opening statement as well. I mean, just how important to the rotation is he, just knowing you have him on your bench to kind of give you quality minutes as a two-way guy?
Yeah, he's important leadership-wise. He's important voice-wise. Jalen talks in practice more than anybody. He gets honest. He's really been on his teammates about energy. He brings energy, and he gives energy, and our guys. So it's having him back in the lineup is big. And we knew. I told him going in the game, I said, you know, you're not in game shape. I don't expect, you know, but maybe short stints, 2-3 minutes at a time, come in and defend your butt off, rebound your tail off, and then get out. And he did a great job of that tonight.
You know, Javon Ruffin was a maybe tonight, but why wasn't he on the bench?
Wasn't feeling well, so he's got the knee issue, and then also he was a little under the weather. So we just told him he came here to see the doctors before the game, and then said, hey, go home and rest up, and I think he should be fine. But I don't, you know, the knee, we'll get a feel for that probably on Tuesday because we're going to be off tomorrow playing this Sunday game.
With the end of last game and this game, are you seeing this team get to where you want to be in terms of toughness?
This was a step in the right direction. The last 2.5, 3 minutes of the Washington game for sure, but the first 37 minutes of Washington game, 35 to 37 minutes, yeah, the toughness wasn't there. The attention to detail wasn't there. The energy wasn't there. It was at the end, you know, when we were playing catch-up, but it wasn't, you know. And I told our team, like, you don't have to be full-court pressing to be aggressive. You don't have to be full-court pressing to be energetic. You can do that with your half-court defense. We did not do that against Washington with our half-court defense. We let them kind of run their stuff and dictate things, and nobody took a challenge on Booker. I think it was who do I have? That guy was Rooks. Yeah, whatever. I mean, he's the 6'7", 230-pound dude. We couldn't stop him. But tonight we took a challenge, and even though Bamba was getting downhill and creating fouls, I mean, at least we were battling him, you know, and that's all you can ask.
Anything else for Coach?
Yeah, just on this one. Tristan made his first 9 shots, and it didn't seem like much of a surprise, which I think is a compliment to him. Do you still think the rest of the league is catching up to just how good he's become at this point?
Well, he's got to string it together, and Tristan's been really good at home. Where Tristan has struggled is on the road. So now is an opportunity for Tristan to take, you know, his game on the road to Oregon and Eugene on Thursday, and then Corvallis on Saturday, and prove that he can do it on the road. Because at home he's as good a player in the league as there is. He can do that on the road too. He just has to prove that. And but to have 27 points on 13 shots, it's pretty darn efficient. So Tristan was terrific tonight. KJ, but we had a lot of great, you know, Luke O'Brien diving on the floor and for getting a loose ball. Like, those were winning plays. He got us an extra possession, and that's the toughness that I'm talking about. Thank you.